Swadika, good morning and welcome to Newsline. I'm Cholapansa Narula. Newsline is coming live to you on NBT, NBT World and also Radio Thailand FM 88. It's Tuesday, August the 18th and here is the news. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, the government has issued a statement regarding the bomb blast in central Bangkok on Monday evening, urging the public to be vigilant as investigations are underway. Kun Nirnut Traijakwanit has a story.
Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Sansearn Kaeokamneut hosted a special telecast to inform the Thai people of the situation at Ratchapasong intersection after the area was shaken by a powerful explosion. He revealed that after the blast, which occurred at around 7 p.m. on Monday, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has expressed deep concern for the victims and has specifically instructed for EOD and security officials to investigate and secure the area, prevent public access, and update with constant situation reports. So far, the deputy spokesman says security officers have been able to keep the situation under control. All the wounded were sent to nearby hospitals. Concerned authorities are trying to verify the identities of foreign victims and contact their families at home as soon as possible. Major General Sansearn urged the public to help keep an eye on the suspicious individuals or activities and report them to security agency immediately if found, while also closely monitoring reports from the government resources. Meanwhile, Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Wirachon Sukhontapatipak said that the total number of casualties and injuries shall be confirmed once emergency services are able to provide verified information. He affirmed that security officials are taking every possible measure to secure the site of bombing and conduct investigations while emergency services are in full response. Major General Wirachon deemed it is too early to determine who and what motivations may have been behind the attack, but insisted that authorities are following possible leads. The National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, has urged the Thai people to remain calm and use discretion when consuming news on the social media. Spokesperson of the NCPO, Colonel Winthai Suwari, has come out to reject a piece of information on social media, which claimed that the NCPO had activated the emergency decree to control the situation. He also denied that the NCPO had issued an order for schools to suspend classes for 1 day. Colonel Winthai asked for cooperation from internet users and the media in sharing information responsibly. He said disturbing photographs of bomb victims should not be publicized, reasoning that such images could have an emotional impact on the bereaved families. In the meantime, spokesman of the Royal Thai Police, Police Lieutenant General Prawut Thawansiri, said that bombing at Erawan Shrine was not similar to the explosion in front of the Siam Paragon shopping complex in February this year. The Erawan Shrine bombing was intended to kill, but the Siam Paragon blast was intended to create chaos. Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, said he was shocked to learn of the explosion while expressing deepest condolences to the bereaved families and to the people and the government of Thailand, and hopes that those responsible will be brought to justice. The UN in Thailand stands strongly with the Thai people during this difficult time.
And before we speak to the Deputy Government Spokesperson about the bombing incident, let's take a look at the other news first. Thailand's Minister of Industry, Chakramon Phasukwanit, has traveled to inspect the progress of the Special Economic Zone in Nong Khai Province. Mr. Chakramon said Nong Khai Province has a great potential, being a border trade province, garnering up to 60 billion baht in trade value the past year. He said the development of the rail route connecting China and Vietnam, along with the Special Economic Zone, could increase the province's trade value to 100 billion baht per year. The province will focus on logistics and industrial processing. It is currently undergoing an environmental impact assessment, or EIA, before proceeding with future projects. The Bank of Thailand has found the new GDP growth estimate of the National Economic and Social Development Board, or NESDB, similar to its new projection that will be disclosed late September. BOT Governor Prasan Trairatwarakul said that the NESDB's downward revision of this year's economic growth estimates to a range of 2.7% to 3.2% is in line with how the central bank has projected. Mr. Prasan also affirmed that Thailand's economy remains stable and secure in all areas, from foreign exchange to current account surplus, employment and inflation. He added that if the government should introduce more economic stimulus measures, they should aim to make Thai economic growth more sustainable and effective, particularly when it comes to problems faced by farmers and SME operators. Mr. Prasan went on to say that the Bank of Thailand has relaxed its foreign exchange and interest policies, as well as introduced a reform for the financial institution system, all of which have made the central bank not worried about the current economic situation. Minister of Transport Air Chief Marshal Prachin Chantong has met with the governors of Krabi and nearby provinces on the issue of the transport system development within the region. Attending the discussion with the Transport Minister were the provincial governors of Krabi, Songkhla and Satoon, as well as chiefs of related units under the supervision of the Transport Ministry. During the session, Krabi officials reportedly proposed several transport improvement projects that would also support the growth of local economy and tourism. One of such projects is the construction of a romantic rail route which would run through Krabi, Phang Nga and Phuket on the Andaman coast and connect the other provinces along the Gulf of Thailand. Another is the promotion of cycling through the setting up of a bicycle trail between Krabi Airport and a scenic spot in downtown Krabi, where the famous mud crab sculpture is located. The province also suggested the opening of a deep sea port to accommodate the many cruise ships which regularly visit the area. The local authorities insisted that the province is in need of a large port, claiming that their request for an expansion of PP Port was earlier turned down. Air Chief Marshal Prachin clarified that the rejection was due to concerns over environmental impact. However, he affirmed the government is willing to accept all other proposed projects for consideration. And the Ministry of Commerce is poised to organize the Top Thai Brands Trade Fair late this month in the northern province of Chiang Mai, aiming to boost international recognition of Thai products. Commerce Minister General Thatchai Sarikanya announced that his ministry, in cooperation with the public and private sectors and concerned organizations, is preparing to arrange the Top Thai Brands Trade Fair between August 26th and 30th. The venue will be the Chiang Mai International Exhibition and Convention Center, which is in Chiang Mai Province. Within the event, there will be an exhibition in honor of Her Majesty the Queen concerning her contributions to the development of Thai rice and silk. More than 400 products of leading Thai brands, including export items, O-top goods, intellectual property products and agricultural products, will be available to shoppers. The products on display will be categorized into 9 groups, such as food and beverages, services, gems and jewelry, and items with geographical indication. According to the Commerce Minister, the main purpose of the fair is to promote Thai products to the international community and to inspire local producers to improve and add value to their products and also lift the standard of packaging design. And here with us on the phone now to provide us with an update on the blast that took place at the Erawan Shrine on Monday evening is Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Wirachon Sukontapatipak. Sawasdi ka.
Sawasdi krab. Hi, good morning. Sawasdi krab.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning, sir. Kindly provide us with an update on the situation at the moment.
Well, the update on the situation at the moment. Well, first of all, as people ask about the number of, the casualty from the incident took place last night. Right now we have 20 dead and 125 injured. And at the moment, we would close the area, the crime scene, in order to collect the information to find the for further investigation. We hope that we would be able to collect the fresh information as well as the footage from the CCTV. And other than that, late last night, the Prime Minister has instructed to set up the control and monitor center in order to follow up, in order to closely monitor the situation. And this morning, this matter would be discussed in the cabinet meeting. Yep.
I see. What is the motive, or who is behind the incident? Has anybody claimed responsibility for the attacks last night?
So right now, no one claimed no one claimed responsibility for the action that took place last night. But it's still too early too soon to determine the motive of the incident. But we will not rule out any motive. For example, it could be terrorist activity, and it could be incident happened because of the conflict within the country or internal conflict, as well as the incident took place from the southern border issue. These three main reasons would be closely monitored and investigated. But to point out or to pinpoint which exactly the motive of the incident, I think it's too early to determine.
I see. Now, the death toll is at least 20 at the moment, while the injured people is over 120. Has it been confirmed how many Thais and foreigners are among the dead or the injured?
Yeah, at the moment, among the dead are two Malaysian and two Chinese, two Hong Kong, one Singapore, and 5 Thai. And the other Thai the other 5 still unknown.
I see. Now,
and for the injured, two Malaysian, 28 Chinese, 2 Hong Kong, and 42 Thai, 1 Japan, 2 Singaporean, 1 Indonesian, 1 Philippines, 1 Oman, and one Maldives, and 43 still unknown.
So many tourists have been injured. Were the perpetrators targeting tourists? Because the Erawan Shrine is a popular tourist spot within the city of Bangkok.
I think it's more than just targeting the tourists, but it is also to create an impact, because Ratchaprasong intersection is a well-known place in Thailand. It's kind of a symbolic place in Bangkok as well. Therefore, by setting the incident at Ratchaprasong intersection is aiming at attract the international attention as well as inside the country.
I see. Now, may I ask you that there were warnings of some locations within Bangkok to avoid some of the main streets in Bangkok. There were mentionings of places like Thong Lo, even Sukhumvit area. So is there a possibility of more attacks to be happening within the next few days or weeks?
So right now the security officials are on full alert, and we instruct the people to be cautious, but not to be panicked for the situation. And please listen to the information from the officials closely. We would try our best and do our best to provide further information. But once again, not to be panicked, but remain cautious.
I see. As for the tourists who were affected from the blast last night, how are authorities helping these tourists?
This morning, Prime Minister had instructed that we would send representatives from the government to visit those victims in various hospitals, and in order to boost their morale. And of course, this is also a sign of the Thai hospitality, and of course we would look after them at our best capacity.
So do you have any suggestions for foreigners, or are there any particular cautions you'd like to warn them?
So at the moment, please listen to the information from the official closely, and once again, as instructed to Thai people not to panic. Right now, the security officials are at full alert, and we are able to secure our area, and everything. Situation is under control.
Have any countries issued warnings, coming to Thailand, or has the Thai government been contacted by other nations?
Not at that stage yet, but various foreign governments have sent the condolences and support to the Thai government and Thai people for the situation. And of course, they just remind those who are in Thailand at the moment to be cautious and to monitor the situation closely.
How can Thailand regain the confidence of foreigners after this incident has happened, which would certainly affect the tourism industry, at least in the short term?
Well, we should understand first that this kind of incident can happen everywhere in the world and not just in Thailand. But after this, we would do our best to remedy, to fix the problem. And of course, we would inform the international about the measures that have been put in place at the moment. Yes.
Now, you did mention that traffic along the Ratchaprasong area will be closed for the police to collect evidence. Do you expect that the evidence will be collected within today, before the traffic will be open?
Yes, because the police has informed that traffic around that area will be closed until 12 o'clock until noon, in order for them to collect the fresh information. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on Newsline this morning.
Oh, thank you very much.
And that was the Deputy Government Spokesperson, Major General Wirachon Sukontapatipak, joining us on Newsline, updating us about the blast that took place at the Erawan Shrine on Monday evening, around about 7 p.m. last night. The death toll is currently at about 20 people, while the injured are more than 120. The Erawan Shrine is a big tourist attraction in the city of Bangkok, and so far, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack. Let's move on to, I think we will now have to take a short break, as that is it for today's edition of Thailand Moves. So let's take a look at the exchange rate and also some of the commodity prices. And Newsline will be back with ASEAN and beyond. Stay with us.
Maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The fifth core value: maintaining preservation of Thai traditions and cultures.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
This is Thailand at large.
The show which is about to take you to the new experiences with the exciting stories.
With charming fascination. With a touch of Thainess.
Join us on NBT World.
Explore with us and you'll know and love Thailand even more than before.
multiple perspectives, insightful commentary on Thailand with The Insider every Sunday morning at 10:30 on NBT and NBT World.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, under the Public Relations Department, has held a seminar on its English language television, NBT World. Mr. Apinan Jantarangsi, Director General of the Public Relations Department, presided over the opening of the seminar. At the seminar, the National News Bureau of Thailand presented NBT World, a 24-hour English language television service by the National News Bureau of Thailand with creditable news and information, as well as a variety of television programs that reflect on Thailand and the ASEAN community to audience around the world. Deputy Government Spokesman Major General Wirachon Sukantapatipak delivered a speech at the seminar on the topic of the government's foreign public relations policy.
Well, in fact, it is quite simple because this government, aim at provide understanding based on the facts, everything based on truth, everything based on what happened on the ground. We have no policy to distort any information. Therefore, it's quite simple, and particularly everything that been delivered from the government is aiming at maintaining the relationship between our friends, particularly international friends. Therefore, if there is anything that might not be clear to them, we provide them the explanation, provide them the facts, but based on building a good relationship, maintaining a good relationship, and everything would be constructive and positive.
Very good at that.
NBT World is aimed at being government's mainstream media in order to communicate to foreign countries, especially within the ASEAN region, and bringing the most reliable news and information about Thailand. The channel can be watched on C-band set-top boxes, GMMZ, Channel 202, PSI, Channel 272, and live stream on NNT's website. Seven people have been gored to death by bulls since the beginning of July during summer festivals in Spain. Over the weekend from Friday, August 14 to Sunday, August 16, 4 in total died after being gored by bulls in different local festivals across the country. 36-year-old Jose Alberto Pianas Lopez, a city councillor of Traspinedo who was participating in the Saturday morning bull run in Pinafel as part of the town's fiesta commemorating Our Lady and Saint Roche of Pinafel, was gored on Saturday after a bull unexpectedly turned on the crowd in the last part of the route. The Red Cross said he suffered injuries to his right thigh, Spanish news agency EFE reported, and died in the hospital. Bull runs take place in different parts of Spain and Portugal over the summer months as part of local festivals attended by revelers and thrill seekers. The most famous bull runs in Spain are part of the 10-day fiestas of San Fermin in Pamplona, immortalized in Ernest Hemingway's book, The Sun Also Rises. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. If you do have any suggestions or comments, please email them to us. The email address is newsline.nbt@gmail.com. Today we end the program with some pictures of monsters and creatures of all shapes and sizes on display in London for the first ever Creature Get On event. I'm Chalapan Sanarula. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Swadee ka.